Alright, we're all set up to port. Got my porting tools out. A few things that I use. This one is from Harbor Freight, and then this one's a Blue Point. Back when I was buying these, the Harbor Freight only had the straight one, and Snap-on had both. So I went cheap and expensive to get the angled one. I wish this one was the Blue Point one, though, because this one vibrates a little bit. That one operates pretty smooth. But anyway, this is a carbide burr. That is the shape of it. It's my favorite one. It's the most versatile. Also got that a couple of Christmas tree looking ones, and then that ball to get straight down. And I've also got ball hone, flap wheels, and some like Scotch-Brite wheels. That's everything that I need to port. And a little light. I'll take this little light, stick it right in the port so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. So we're gonna take that and we're gonna open it up. Let's go. Yeah, I guess I should explain what I'm doing. So from the top, I'm gonna grind away around here on the seat to open it up a little bit. Grind a little bit around the valve guide on the aluminum. Out here I held the gasket in there and then scribed inside of it so that I can open it up to the edge of the gasket. So we're gonna bring it out there to that scratched line all the way around. Let's do it. Okay, so it's kind of halfway done there. You can see I still got some roughness right there. Okay, so basically the idea is just to grind away at that until I get out to the edge of that scribe mark. Do it evenly all the way around, and then I'll come back, work a little bit of that guide. Anyway, that's it. Got to go through and do the same thing to the intake side. I left this little intake piece on there. For one, it was stuck. Two, it's going to give me a guide for how open I can go, which isn't very far. Always seems like you can take a lot more material out of the exhaust side, and it seems like you benefit a lot more from taking a bunch out of the exhaust side. I mean, there's a little pile of metal down here. Anybody that knows how to port, let me know what you think. Now we're just going to go through and basically on the intake side, I'm just going to go through and clean it up a little bit, get rid of the cast marks, and then come back with the ball hone and an 80 grit flap wheel to give it a little texture. A little bit of something to rough it up and atomize the air. Let's go! Okay. Brought this edge out about 3 millimeters. Now the gasket fits in there all sweet. I measured, so if we measure just over 22 millimeters, then we come in here and measure this, we're pretty close here. So what I did was I stuck that gasket on there, scribed it, so that I had a reference point, and then went and measured the exhaust with my calipers, which measured 22 millimeters. And then what I did is just ground this to match it. So this is going to match the exhaust. This is going to seal the two. That's called port matching, boys. Did the same thing on the intake side. Let's go. Okay, now she's all ported. Go over there and throw it in the parts tank, get her cleaned up, so we can put it on top of this bottom end. Piston's waiting.